Hey, this is Jordan Hook here. Got a video blog for you of my trip to North Haven Island last summer to do the Crabtree sessions with my buddy Joe for our band Baxter Elkins. This is us taking the ferry to the island from the mainland in Rockland, Maine, passing the lighthouse and heading out to the Fox Islands to meet our buddy Michael. This is us arriving at North Haven. Really pretty. And then Michael took us around the island a little bit to go see some of the beautiful scenery there, and got lost in the woods and walked around some pretty rad trails, and kind of reminded me of Pacific Northwest. And we found our way to Crabtree headquarters, Michael's farmhouse. Slept on 300-year-old horsehair beds in Michael's old farmhouse. Upstairs in the loft I made my own little sanctuary called the Hook Nook that overlooked the field in the back. Had a great little wood-burning stove, let in a lot of natural light. Great to do yoga in the mornings. I would head up there first thing with my coffee and stretch and smoke and relax and look out for the lambs.
Michael just told me the lambs are coming down. They could get pretty cute. So we're gonna go look for some lambs.
There was a big field behind Michael's house that led down to the water, but it was surrounded by forest, and I guess these lambs, these sheep, lived in the forest, but they would come out and graze a couple of times a day, and the forest is really dense, so you couldn't really see them, but when they would come out to graze, and then they would all just waddle out and start eating, and so I would go down and say hi and hang out with them. They're pretty cool. They let me hang out with their group and waddle around in the grass with them, which was pretty fun. I don't know if they saw a whole lot of people. They were a little skittish at first, but after one of them warmed up to me, then all the other ones wanted to know how they could get free scratches too. After my heart was full from petting lambs all morning, I'd head back to the farmhouse, and I got Joe and Mike together so we could go check out the cemetery that was behind the property as well. It looked really interesting. Apparently it had been there for a couple hundred years, so we decided to go check it out together. And here you can see Michael's farmhouse up there by the road, and the lambs in the same field I was in before, the cemetery behind them, and to the right is a little finger, a little inlet that actually comes in from the ocean, even though it looks like a river. Right now the water was really low because it was low tide. There was barely a trickle running through it at all. You couldn't even swim. You probably couldn't even wade because it was just all solid mud. After checking out Michael's farm for a little while, he wanted to show us more of the island and to meet one of his friends, Oakley, who was a handyman and built his own house here on the island, has been on the island for a long time, and this is his bike. He let me take it out for a ride, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ridden a motorcycle since Bali, and that was a long time ago, so had a good time with Oakley and just checking out the island. Michael took us to some really beautiful places on the island. I think this is the highest spot on the island. We went to go watch the sunset there and got a pretty cool 360-degree view. And the next day I wanted some alone time, and I noticed that the tide had come up significantly in the back, so I went for a solo walk and said hi to the cemetery and my lamb friends, and then decided I needed to get down somehow to that water and take a dip. And there was a little bit more brush between the pasture and the water than it looks like, but not insurmountable. And once I got down there, it was really pretty, and it was really cold. When I got back from my swim, I was feeling really good, and Michael was always encouraging me to be creative, so he helped set up the attic for a little music shoot for a song that I had just started writing actually while I was on the island. I wrote a lot and played a lot while I was on the island, and I think it was just a great place to feel connected. Spent several nights up in the Hook Nook, by the fire, by the candle, drinking tea, playing music. The accumulation of it was our Turner Farms Crabtree Songwriter series at the barn, and this beautiful little overlook here, and it was amazing. We got fresh shucked oysters there, we had a bar and a great stage set up, and the people danced, and we just had so much fun there. And I just wanted to thank Michael again for hosting. I can't wait to get back and see you soon, buddy.